In this video, I hope to show you some of the functionality of assemblies in SolidWorks. I'm not expecting you to follow along with your software and mouse, but I want you to get an idea of what kinds of things you can do with assemblies in SolidWorks. So this is a gearbox that I've done in past years' design projects. And while the concept of trying to put two gears together and lift something might not seem very complicated, it does require quite a few pieces to make that work. And this isn't even, I may have skipped some of the hardware, so this isn't even 100% of all the parts you would need to physically assemble this. So when you put an assembly together, you're putting relationships between two parts, and sometimes those relationships allow the parts to move, and sometimes those relationships fix everything in space. Something that you can do in SolidWorks is once you've put everything together, you can explode it apart so that if I was to make a drawing of this assembly, I could easily label each of the unique parts with a balloon and a part number, and then I can put that with a bill of materials, and that's essentially a parts list for purchase orders. So I can create exploded views. I can animate collapses in a really rudimentary way, just exactly opposite how I exploded it. It moves pretty fast, and I can slow it down a little. And I can export this, but there's nothing particularly elegant about this exploded view, but it does show how everything comes back together. So that's an option that might have been off the screen. So let me just do that one more time. Yep, my controller was off the screen. So if you want to slow play, loop the play, make it faster, save an animation, those are all options pretty quickly once you've put together an exploded view. And all of that's available right on your assembly toolbar. You can also put together motion studies with some pretty simple animation movie making tools. It's a little bit more elegant than that animate tool I just showed you. I can play this, and it zooms around. It will rotate my part if there's something that needs to be hidden to make more sense of it all. Interesting. I've got some graphics issues here because my bearings didn't quite go where they were supposed to. But that's one of my motion studies here. Let me see. Now we're both watching this one blind because I have not previewed it. Okay, and so sometimes these aren't quite right. Can you see how this is not exactly 100% assembled there? Let's give motion study 3 just one more look. Yeah, it looks like I'm having a little bit of graphics unsyncing here, and I don't want to sit and rebuild the videos while you're watching. But the idea being I can edit my camera views, I can put my parts together, and hopefully you're seeing there at the end that I can also spin my gears with the motor. So there's a lot that you can do within the SolidWorks assembly, and I just wanted you to get a sense of the breadth of tools available, and some of them get a little bit deeper than we're going to approach in this class. So if you want to get more in depth in one of these tools, by all means, check it out and see what you can do. So that concludes. This is just an overview of the bigger picture functionality of assemblies. And is not intended to be a step-by-step instruction, but just to give you an idea of what's possible in this tool.